You're around. Welcome to Amps, Pedals, and Pickups. It's your boy Nathan here, and I've just picked up the Fender ToneMaster Pro. I've had it out of the box for a couple hours now. I just wanted to do a sort of first impression video, plug it in, get the firmware updated, just see how easy it is from a complete noob point of view, pulling up a tone, dialing something in, and getting it all going. Man, this is a chunky boy. Just picking it up. I thought it weighed like 4.5 kilos, but I think it's a lot more. I'll flash up on screen how much it weighs, but just construction wise, it is extremely durable and rugged. I know that's something that a lot of people have said about it. I'll save these things for a future full release. I'm just literally holding it in my hands and it weighs a ton now. But yeah, let's plug it in. I'll get the firmware updated and then we'll dial in some tones. I sort of wanted to do this video to simulate what it'd be like for you or any new user getting this and just pulling some tones. So let's check all that stuff out. All right, cool. So just ran the firmware updates. I got everything hooked up. Now for the signal chain here, I'm probably going to do some advanced routing later here in the studio. But for now, I've just got the guitar plugged straight into the instrument input on the ToneMaster Pro. And we're just doing an analog out straight from the ToneMaster into my audio interface, into Reaper, recording that sort of thing. I've also got the Fender Pro Control app, so I've got desktop control, but I'm going to do all the editing on the unit just so we can see how like noob friendly it is and everything. All right, so I just pulled up a blank preset here. Let's just go for the normal sort of tone I want, just a tube screamer, EVH 5153 stealth kind of thing. So let's get into that. Effects. Boom, let's get that going. Confirm. I already have some light criticisms on some of the menus, but I need to use this stuff over time. These controls are pretty nice, I have to say. It's very intuitive to just like grab the thing and start messing with it. So that's that. We'll get it back. Add in the amp head. It's very intuitive to move the stuff around. We're probably going to need a noise gate. So let's get that going. Effects, dynamics, boom, boom, boom. So far, so good. It's all very easy. I saw Rob Arnold using the metal gate, so I'll stick with that. We'll just leave it at default settings. Let's pull up the amp. We'll just 666 everything. I'll turn that gain down. Volume like 3 out of 10. That's probably fine. We'll leave the mids at 4. Let's do 6 for the rest of everything. Resonance, sure, let's go 6. Oh yeah, we don't have a cab. I have loaded a few IRs on here, but let's just use the cabs. We'll see what the cab sounds like. Let's just pair it with the EVH cab. Never used one. Let's just see how all this stuff is sounding. I just had to dial in the noise gate. It was just cutting off a little bit too much. What did I end up landing on? Just had to lower the threshold, so they were both at noon before, a little bit lower now. But otherwise, I think I upped the gain a little bit. Let's just take a look there. All the other settings are the same. Let's just take a listen to it, listen to the sustain. How's it all sort of sounding out of the box? Man, pretty motion. Let's check out the tuner. I want to tune up on the Evertune. Let's hold down for the tuner. I feel like it could be a bit snappier if I'm honest. It's okay, it does the job. How are we sounding? Alright, so now that we're tuned up to D, I just lowered the gain down a little bit on the amp to get a little bit more clarity. We'll just play some punk riffs and see how these bad boys come out. man, it feels very, very good to play. A little bit sloppy there, just warming up today. But yeah, I don't know how it really sounds now. I'm blasting it through the room. This is the sort of thing where I need to spend time with it, to sort of hear it under a microscope, tune it in, hear it again, and just sort of see how everything sounds. But, you know, it plays and feels pretty well under the hand. Sounds good in the room now. So far, liking what I'm getting out of it. All right, so I've actually loaded some IRs onto here. So let's replace this. Let's get rid of this. Bad boy. How do we delete it? Boom. Let's get an IR happening. Let's go with the Nathan IR. This is a blend of some sort of Mesa and Orange cab. It's just the IR I typically use in all my plugin demos. So same everything. Let's see how this sounds. Oh, that's loud. All right, so I've got the IR loaded. I've leveled everything out a little bit. Let's take a look at the impedance curves. This is something we can go deep in with later, but just right now, it's using the 4x12 British greenback impedance. Take a quick listen. There's too much for me to explore in this sort of early demo, so I'm just going to leave it on the 4x12 British Greenback one there. There's some stuff going on there with gain staging. I can't figure it out now. I just want to leave it on the one level. But anyway, you can change the impedance curve, which will drastically change the IR sounding. That's going to be a topic I need to dive into. So let's just lock that one in. All right, so I got everything locked in, just the IR going. We'll stick with that punk theme, see how some power chords are sounding with this sort of patch. You can see my brain ticking over, just trying to offset standard E to standard D. But man, sounding good. Let's change amps and let's hear something a little bit different. All right, let's sub out this EVH. We'll try and replace it with something else. I want to try, we'll go with the orange, the Rockverb. How's this sounding? Ooh, that's got some crisp to it. Man, might even be sizzling out my gain. Right, so everything's the same. We just subbed out the EVH for the Rockverb. Let's take a listen to how this is sounding. Beefy and fat. Once again, I need to listen to this. I need to record a bunch of stuff, listen to it, and take it back. But under the hands, everything is sounding pretty good here. You know, let's just add some delay and verb to this and just see if we can round out the tone, see how that sort of sounds. Those are the sorts of settings. I've got the camera running. Hopefully you can see that. And then the cloud. Those sorts of settings. There's so much deep diving to do here. You can't do it all in one video, but let's just take a listen to how everything's sounding. So I need to get better at the unit and everything, but the first thing I want to do is just quickly and easily be able to switch this stuff off. And you press this button here to go into the foot switch mode, but nothing's assigned. You would have thought that like things would auto assign here, so you sort of have to do this stuff manually. So foot switch assign, you know, this foot switch will do an on-off parameter for the tube screamer, lock that bad boy in, go back. You know, to do this sort of stuff on the unit is actually not that bad. Like when I had the FM3, man, this was just impossible. It's like one of my biggest bugbears with the unit, but it's not too bad here. To be honest, I'd still probably build this stuff on the computer, but it's nice that in a pinch, you know, if I just rocked up to band practice or something, I can do that sort of stuff here, and it's very easy to just assign those buttons, you know, turn off the delay and reverb. Turn off the tube screamer. I'm sure that I can assign, you know, multiple things to happen, so I can just press this patch. I'm sure I can get the delay and reverb going. Just a whole bunch of different commands. It's something I'm going to have to work out. You know, I need to spend some time with these units and that kind of thing. Today, I just wanted to sort of unbox things, show you what it's sort of like as a new user, how easy or difficult it is to get going. Installing the firmware and stuff was super, super easy. I'm quite impressed with the tones straight out of the box and everything. I haven't put them under a microscope. Everything I've done today is sort of totally from the view of a guitarist. Like, you've just used this thing. Can you get good sounds out of the box? I think you can. I mean, you be the judge. I'll flash it up on screen and post. All right, so I was editing that video and some of those tones were extremely bright. And I spent a bit more time with the ToneMaster, so I figured I'd just bolt this on quickly. I built this preset, which I've uploaded to the ToneMaster Cloud or whatever it's called. It's my high gain Workhorse here. I've also pulled up the software so we can take a look at it here. This is what it looks like. It's a little bit different on the unit because I've got all the foot switches assigned and everything. I'll take a photo and chuck that up on screen here. But this is a tone which is way, way more sounding, more like my kind of thing. I could definitely gig with this. We used the SLO amp here, got some dual amps going, played around with a bit of the blending. All stuff to learn, all stuff to get used to with a new unit like the ToneMaster. But anyway, let's check out how this is sounding. I'll tell you what, it feels under the hand like any top tier modeler, top tier plugins. Very good stuff when it comes to the feeling and response. Now, I know this video is getting up there a little bit in time, so I won't go over it too much. If you've got a ToneMaster, download my patch, see what you like about it. I've got all the foot switches assigned here so I can quickly turn off the gate, the box. I added this boost, which is super handy, just like an 8 dB of boost hitting the amp for some sections. I don't always leave it on, but sometimes I want to do that thing. And let's go a little bit over here. So I've got a reverb, which is cool, just a bit of room reverb, which is nice. But then I've got two patches down here. One is for like a lead delay, just a normal delay kind of thing. Then the other is for a reverse delay, which is something that I like to use in between songs. All right, so let's just check out the digital delay that I've got going on here. Or let's check out the reverse delay, the kind of thing that I like to do live, just in between songs. Just really blend that sort of stuff in. So, yeah, really cool stuff, really cool patch. Go check it out if you got one of these bad boys. I'm on the ToneMaster Pro Discord, so I might find some tips and tricks there. Oh yeah, if you want to join my Discord, there's links below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Stay up to date with all this sort of stuff. If you want to see any more ToneMaster Pro, some specific sort of update videos, let me know. I'm not going to be smashing this on the channel. I just wanted to let you know I'm not turning into like a ToneMaster Pro channel. My sort of long-term plan is to pick up a quad Cortex. Whatever new is cooking up from Fractal, Line 6, any of that stuff. I just want to get all the digital devices. I've somehow come to this realization recently that I'm just a digital guy. I like all the digital solutions, so I'm slowly going to be picking them up over time and checking out those sorts of things. I might scale back the amps. I don't know how that's going to go yet. So the ToneMaster is just like the first one I picked up in this generation. And yeah, we'll be following the dev, all the updates with the ToneMaster Pro, maybe the occasional video, how it works with some specific things. So yeah, if you want to see anything about it, let me know. But if you're worried that I'm going to turn into a ToneMaster channel, don't worry. Even though it's here, I'm not going to turn into a ToneMaster channel. So yeah, just before we finish the video, my impression of it so far is it's pretty good. Does the high gain thing very, very well. You know the sorts of tones that I like. I'm impressed with it so far. I want to run it into the orange pedal baby I have here, into those cabs to see how it holds up. I have no doubt that it's going to hold up well. I did play with it for like 5 minutes on the old firmware, and I can tell you that at a glance, it's a lot better. Like whatever it was doing back then, I totally get those criticisms. If I'd paid this sort of money for this unit in the firmware state that was in, it just sounded a little bit just worse. I don't know what it was. Things just opened up, sounded a lot better. Maybe it was that impedance curve thing. I don't know what it is, but you heard the sounds now. Why don't you let me know in the comments what you think about the sounds as of right now in the ToneMaster Pro. But that's all I got for you today. As always, thanks for sticking around to the end of the video, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Man, turn that delay off. What's going on?